listening to the Real Life Trading Pre-Market Day Trading Show. All right, what is up, team, traders, friends, family, YouTube traders? It's Robert Falco here. Good morning. It is Tuesday the 19th. Hope you all paid your taxes last night to Uncle Sam. Unfortunately, I had to write a big fat check as well. Waited till the absolute last minute to send it to him. But alas, did have to pay the piper. Morning, Paul. Good morning, Tana. All right, let's take a look here. We got the SPY hanging out below all the moving averages. Little tiny bull candle down there. If we take that thing out, it just looks like we're going to get wrecked. We were trying to bounce overnight, and then looks like some type of rug pull at 2 in the morning. Bouncing a little bit since then. Yesterday, I mean, the intraday action was just all over the place. Looks like a giant McDonald's arch here. So, yeah, I don't think the market knew what to do yesterday. So we will see what happens today. Here's the Qs, very similar, just all over the place. There were a couple spots for breakdowns or breakouts, but limit buys down here and limit sells up here would have just worked absolutely marvelous. That range bound action. Earnings season is off and running. For those of you that want to know where to find some of that, earningswhisperer.com is completely free. But you had Johnson & Johnson. Initially, it dipped when they said, like, oh, we're not reporting COVID vaccines, but they were never selling them for profit. Like, it was all non-profit for J&J. So they consider it not even material to their business. So this thing bounced and is just hanging out. Halliburton, which again, oil's in a little bit of a down move today. But overall, energy, strong uptrend. A little bit of a pullback. That dip probably gets bought. Hasbro, dude. Hasbro not really even moving on its earnings. What else is out there? Lockheed Martin, I think, is pulling back just a smidge as well. Yeah, I mean, it's up there. So it probably gets bought on this one at some point as well. The tech stocks really don't kick off until, I think, tonight, actually. Netflix, and IBM. Fun fact about IBM, by the way. Did you know that IBM has the most patents issued every year for like the last 20 years? Yeah, I was shocked. I went and I like Googled that and made sure. I'm like, this can't be accurate. And I read it. But yeah. So I don't know. Someone could say that like IBM's pretty innovative. I probably should have said, what company do you think has the most patents? I'm gonna go type that in Slack, actually. What's up, T? What's up, Justin? So yeah, so we got IBM tonight, Interactive Brokers, Netflix, No one else that really matters. Tomorrow, ASML, PG Abbott. That's a Justin Maxwell stock, I think. All right, you got some ABT? No, not in a strong enough uptrend. ABBV maybe. Anthem, healthcare, Tesla tomorrow night. So that'll be a big one. Airlines, you don't know. They let everyone rip those masks off on the airlines. Some people were happy, some people are shocked and awed. Some people are crying, happy or sad, I guess. But yeah, interesting stuff. So here's the airlines just kind of hanging out. UAL, American, Delta, LUV, Save. Hey, Kay. Yeah, good evening from Australia. So here's Apple. I don't know. Apple looks kind of weak. I mean, it is still above the 200 though. Can't say that for a lot of things, but yeah, Apple just it looks kind of weak. AMD definitely weak. Hopefully you got some protection. You're in AMD. If this doesn't start bouncing like immediately, might get kind of ugly. Same thing with Nvidia. Nvidia still is holding this 209 level, but if that cracks, a little bit of a ways to the 100 on the weekly. Yeah, keep an eye on that one. We looked at Delta already, and then Tesla just squeezing going into earnings. So if it pops either direction, could have some follow through. Sure, they will do well for their past quarter. I'm worried about the guidance with the Shanghai stuff. I know they were trying to submit a plan to get it back open, but I think that got rejected by the Chinese Communist Party. No Teslas for you. Here is Plug. Plug's a nice little gap up, which I was actually going to replace Roblox with Plug today, but Roblox kind of has a nice gap down. I think it got a downgrade or something. Speaking of China stocks, Baba looks like another gap and go. How low can this thing go? I don't know. It looks rough though. Neo, XPEV. Yeah, speaking of IBM, I mean this thing stock doesn't do all that well, but apparently, I mean their engineers file a lot of patents. Wage. Knew immediately. I was shocked when I read that. What else? Yesterday, was it Cleveland Cliffs? No, I think it was FCX. FCX was a good move yesterday. One looks good. Gold was a good gap, but got faded. So I think this one's dip buyable. And commodities aren't going to move straight up. They usually retrace a bit. See what else is more things pop up on here. ACC, I'm pretty sure is a buyout. It's not even the right thing. I don't know why TradingView it like should not default non-US stuff. I'm in the US. But huge gap up. Let me just go double check. Yeah, Blackstone's buying it for 12.8 billion. Zendesk and Zim. Look at these. This is actually this is a nice gap on the Zendesk. This doesn't look like a buy on or anything. Oh, damn it. Zendesk reportedly mulls potential sale. Yeah, that's probably gonna get faded. That's too bad. That looked like a nice gap. Baba, PDD, these are all showing up looking weak. Moderna looking super weak. They're gonna end up like some of these one hit wonder songs. Well, that'll be Moderna. I don't know. I don't know if they will. Maybe they'll have something else. Goggle. This is a ripoff of Google. Goggle. Also kidding. Golden Ocean Limited. No idea what this is. Marine shipping. Next, tops. Dry ships. And then Sava got wrecked again. This thing has just been having a heck of a time. Ugh. Giant middle finger pattern. And getting crushed all the way back down into $20. Biotech is a tough space. Tough space. What else? X-ray. No one needs X-rays anymore. Yeah, this thing's been a big fat dud as well. Wow. Dentsply Sirona. No idea what that thing is. NVAX also dropping now, showing up on this list. GFI. Okay, so all the Chinese names are starting to pop up as good gaps here. EDD. Baidu or Baba? Baba's usually the better one to trade. Guess I'll throw it on the list just so I can watch it. Oh, let's see. Oh, sorry. I moved the I'm like, no one's chatting in YouTube. I moved it. GLD, nice little move. This is kind of a big gap, so it's pulling back a little bit. It'll probably S curve and bounce. Do I know anything about Zillow? I've never been a fan of Zillow or Redfin. Uh, like one of the largest middle finger patterns I've ever seen in my life on Zillow and Redfin. So never been a fan of these. Zillow even came out and said, like, sorry, like we were just guessing the price of your home. So yeah, I don't think they're going to be as disruptive to the real estate market as some people think they are. Redfin, it looks like absolute poo. So yeah, I wouldn't mess with any of these. Mighty stocks gap huge on a buyout. Usually they get bought out for a premium. So like ACC, because damn it, vaulting to the other. So this thing, like they're not going to be like, oh, we'll get bought out at 55. No, like they're trying to get a premium for their shareholders, right? So they're probably getting bought out at like 65, 66. What does this equate to? 65.47 per share. So it's a 22% premium. Kind of like how Elon was trying to offer 54.20, and that was a premium on the shares when he did his offer. So yeah. Kristen says absolute poo. I forgot about the stock that we were even looking at. Oh yeah, Redfin. That's how bad this thing is. Another giant middle finger pattern. I knew something was up. Someone showed me a picture of a house that was for sale with Redfin, and the sign looked like it was made out of a cardboard box. I'm like, this company is in trouble. If the sign looks like a cardboard box, like there's a problem. They're trying to cut costs. They don't think a sign in front of the house is important. I don't know, but as soon as I saw that, I was like, sell Redfin. And that, I think that was like over here somewhere. But yeah, these things were big disaster. Spy in the queues, Haley, just hanging out. If we don't bounce, we start taking out yesterday's low. Probably gonna keep dropping. We're below like all the moving averages. I don't see why we wouldn't like retest the 100 on the Qs again. Man, SPY. I still think 400 would be good for SPY. Man, that's going to be painful. I do have a couple SPY puts, yes. Not like a large amount, literally two. They are May 6th, 435. So they got in the money almost yesterday. They were right there. But I'll just be looking for a quick gain on those if we come down into here. I'll look for a quick gain. Maybe I'll sell underneath, but I'll probably just dump the puts for a small gain. Yeah, I don't think the market's going to go to zero or anything, so. Eighter, looks like a pump and dump. So maybe like 1 or 2 more days. It'll do this again. And then I'll be back at like $1.50 in a week. So you can definitely day trade these things. You just have to be really, really careful because they can get halted. Volume can be really funky. Trades could get busted. I personally don't really do any of penny stock trading. I guess technically it's over $5 now, so it's not a penny stock anymore, but it's another big giant middle finger pattern. So yeah, eventually this will come back down to like $2. It's most likely a pump and dump. I think the SEC arrested some 15 like international pumpers. I won't say his name since we're live on YouTube, but I think that guy from Saved by the Bell might have been one of them. I'm not sure yet. You guys can probably figure out. Guy from Saved by the Bell on Twitter. I have May 6th, Julio. Again, these aren't to like hold. I think the market's going to go to zero. I think one more push lower, I'm going to take the profit on them and then, figure out what I'm going to do from there. But yeah, I mean, we double topped, pretty much into the long-term moving averages. And then we broke down. We did the Oreo cookie pattern right here. And then, yeah, it looks weak. So. Yeah, Justin, I always have to say allegedly. Yeah, Matt in RLT chat nailed it. Yep. I'm not sure if it's him or not, but I probably should be. What else is gapping? I already looked at Zim. Netflix tonight will be interesting. I might look for an options play on Netflix. Because I think people are thinking it could gap down big or up. I think it just kind of doesn't really gap a lot. I'll look later in the day and see what kind of premium is going on out there, what the option chain looks like. Might go either with an iron condor or just a bull put spread on Nvidia over earnings. Probably an iron condor though, if I can. Maybe a iron butterfly. The Roblox looks pretty weak. Apple is just chilling. AMD is hanging out. Looks a little bit weaker though. Nvidia's chilling. Yeah, I think an analyst downgraded Roblox again, or at least like the gaming sector. Goldman Sachs. What are your strikes, Paul, on your Nvidia bullput spread? Baba looks pretty weak too, as well. I exited my shop short almost perfectly. I got out at 558 and change. That shop still looks a little weak. Apps, yeah, apps doesn't look too great. I mean, the company's growing like crazy. I think they're actually profitable now, but it's like barely, or they're losing money. Yeah, no, they're barely profitable. It definitely has came in from a forward PE perspective, and price of sales and everything. So could look to maybe nibble on it, but it's holding this downward channel pretty nicely. Nothing looks super tremendous on it. Kind of an ugly channel I drew, but probably more draw like this. Maybe it's a big, huge long-term flag. I don't know. So plug has the 200 up there, but it's pulling back a little bit now, so that's good. Oh, 230. Oh, you're way in the money on your bull put spread. Yeah, you probably needed to unravel that. Probably if your strikes were 230s, I mean, that candle right there, it's like buy to close the short put for a loss, hold that long put. You probably sold it on these days or this day for more than what you closed the other one for. If you don't know how to unravel a bull put spread, pretty sure that Jeremy's done at least 2 videos on unraveling. And they're on YouTube for free. The Roblox will be live at the open. And I think that's it. And I'm still going to be watching Plug. Now that it's pulled back a little bit, it could end up giving us room. If it opens way up here, there's not much room to the long-term moving average. And then keep an eye on Bava. We won't be able to make that one official, but I would eventually look at shorting that one. Oxy had a nice little move. MOS, I mean, look at this thing. Wow. How am I not in this? Or CF. I am in Mondelez and it's like barely doing jack squat. I'm out of flow. Sold that one. Fastly's actually holding up okay. I might get back into knee. I think I'm going to wait for earnings though. And then I'll look at getting into Nextera Energy. Of course, Justin's in MOS. Yeah. I just should have bought, like, not tried to, like, wait for a limit buy on this candle because it pulled back for, like, 15 minutes. And or I should have just bought small, like, of there. Fertilizer play. Fertilizers. Except Scott's Miracle Grow. Like real, commercial fertilizer with everything going on in Ukraine and Russia. Here's the TLT just straight up plummeting. I mean, bonds are just getting absolutely murdered. No, this is not a coin. It is U.S. Treasury yields. I know it looks like a poop coin crypto, but it is the U.S. Treasury yield curve for the 10-year. Just rampaging. AGG. So this is like the SPY for the bond market. Look at this thing. Getting wrecked. Woo. I didn't know something could go down that fast. It's like a reverse bottle rocket on bonds. Being crushed. Are you like button? Yeah, it's cool. All right, everybody on YouTube, we will talk to you on Thursday. Have a good day today. Take care. Thanks for hanging out.